Hello and welcome to Tech Talk. The Sioux Falls School District is proud to be educating and preparing each student to succeed in a changing world, and technology is one tool we are using to do that. In this episode, we go inside Lowell Math, Science and Technology Elementary School to see how technology is already being used there.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Tech Talk. I'm Ben Schumacher, Communications Specialist for the Sioux Falls School District, and joining me is Wade Hellison, Instructional Coach at Lowell Math, Science and Technology Elementary School. Wade, you were here when Lowell became a Math, Science and Technology School. Tell me about what that process was like. Was it difficult getting the technology integrated into the classroom? What kind of challenges did you run into? What kind of unexpected benefits did you see?
Well, we've been doing this. We've been a Math Science Technology School for 6 years now, and we have teachers that are willing to take risks. They've written a lot of grants. They've worked hard to be able to integrate technology, but they see things in a way that allows them to try new things, and that's exciting for me. I'd say one of the biggest challenges is getting them the things that they want to try, because of funding. So writing grants has been a big push. Our principal, Twain Fink, has been a big supporter of teachers writing grants, of the school writing grants. We were blessed with the opportunity to do the innovation grant last year, and were awarded some one-to-one opportunities in our 4th and 5th grades. So I would just credit our teachers for working hard to do that. As far as the math and science, we've had, again, some training with inquiry learning, with math, AVMR strategies, and we've had an instructional coach, a math instructional coach, and support that way. So I just give a lot of credit to our leadership and to our teachers for working hard to make changes.
As the district looks toward implementing this one-to-one technology initiative, I'm guessing they're looking to Lowell as kind of one of the pioneers in this area, especially in Sioux Falls. Have you been involved in the wider process, I guess, the district-wide process, and tell me how?
Well, we've had teachers from across the district ask to come and see classrooms, and so we've had people in our classrooms, and teachers have been willing to open up their doors for other teachers. I've also gone to other schools to talk about things. I've had administrators ask me to come to the buildings and talk about Chromebooks, and so I've done that. I've talked to some community groups about the initiative as well. So yeah, and I've been asked quite a few things from other people in the district. And
in the community, that's a great point too. I think maybe there's some misconceptions out there about what one-to-one technology will mean. Some of the things that you and I have both heard is that maybe there's this misconception that students will be missing out on something by having technology in the classroom at their disposal all the time. Maybe they won't learn to enjoy books as much, or they won't be using a pencil and paper as much. Can you talk to your experience at Lowell, if any of that is true, if there's anything that students are missing out on?
Well, one of the things I think the teachers and I have learned through this innovation process has been that it's not really about the technology itself. It's more about the learning that goes into it. It's more about changing the philosophy of the way that you teach. Because we've got multiple devices here. We were piloting Android tablets and Chromebooks and iPads in multiple classrooms, and those teachers have worked together and they've realized that they like the device that they have. The kids like the device that they have. It's just a matter of being connected that makes it powerful. So it hasn't been really about the device. That's just a tool for learning. So the transformation comes with the way that they incorporate their teaching and what they're doing. As far as kids still being able to write and read real books with paper, teachers leave that up to the kids. If they prefer doing some of those things, they will do it. If they would like to write their assignment, they can do it. If they need to scan it or take a picture with their webcam in order to turn it in, they can do that as well. So there are a lot of it just makes it a lot more flexible for the teachers and for the students as well, to meet their needs and what they can do their best with.
I'm guessing there's a powerful side effect to that, and that is that students are learning to use technology responsibly. I know there's some students in that in-between age who maybe started getting devices at a much older age, and there's more of a trouble of knowing when to put the device down and do their homework. But here, these students are growing up with it. It's in the classroom, they have it day in and day out. Do you see a responsible use of the technology? Do you see any problems with, another concern was destruction, accidents happen all the time. What kind of buy-in do the students have with the technology?
They show ownership in those devices because they're one-to-one and that's their device. They take great care of it. We haven't had any Chromebooks that I know of that have been dropped or destroyed by students. We've had some accidents with iPads and iPod Touches, but they're few and far between. And so they take good care of the equipment and are very responsible. I think that's one of the main reasons that we need to teach some of that, because kids have access to these devices outside of school as well as in school. But the fact that now we have the devices, the teachers can use some of the instruction time to teach responsibility, to teach safety of being online and limiting your time and making sure that you're having face-to-face conversations and getting out and playing and having fun and exercising. It's part of our world, and so if we're not teaching those skills in school, then they have to learn those on their own. And so I think it's an opportunity for us, and it's going to be a big challenge to teach those types of responsibilities to our kids. But I think it's vital.
Thank you, Wade, for joining us on this edition of Tech Talk, and thank you for joining us as well. Stay tuned for more episodes coming up talking about our one-to-one technology initiative.